Hi parents. Thanks for watching. I just want to explain real quick some of the strategies that you just saw. So a lot of what we do when the children are on their stomach, the purpose is so that they're stabilizing this part of their arm so that when they're writing or cutting, they're using their fingers instead of whole arm movements. So with the coloring and writing, for an example, some kids are, let's say they're on the table and they're doing this motion and they're coloring like this. So we want to see the progression where their arm is stabilized and then they are coloring with those small motor muscles. So when they, I don't know why my screen changes like that. I can't do anything to fix it. I don't know. But so when they're on their stomach, their arm is stabilized for them just because of the positioning, and then they're using their finger muscles instead of the whole arm movement. And the same idea with cutting. So their arm is stabilized, their elbow is tucked in, so they're cutting and they're using their other hand to stabilize the paper, which is what we want. Otherwise, sometimes you'll see elbows up here. So either on their stomach, or you saw the picture of my daughter with the coloring book under her arm, something that, okay, they have to hold it and not let it drop. So they're keeping their elbow in at the side, and that's helping them to maintain that proper positioning of their elbow and their wrist when they're cutting. Same idea with the vertical surface on the wall. So you have your wrist in the right position, and again, we're looking for movement for coloring to come from the small muscles instead of big muscles. So just a little explanation on some of those tips. Also, I wanted to just touch on pencil grasp and crayon grasp quickly, since that comes up a lot. So you saw the song in the beginning of this video. A lot of kids like that song. It's catchy, they can remember it. But some kids don't like that song and they're like, don't sing it again. So for those kiddos, breaking crayons. So I had already broken this crayon. So I broke a crayon and I have this little itty bitty piece left. So when they go to grip it, there's no room for any fingers other than the ones that are supposed to be on there. So for the kids that are doing this and they're doing this, if you break those crayons, and you can even do it with a pencil, and you have it this small, it's kind of forcing them to use the fingers that we want them to be able to grip it with. Also, what you could do is, this is a rock for an example, but you could use anything small, cotton ball, anything that's about this size. And so when they're writing, if they don't like the smaller pencils or the broken ones, you can have them hold something with their ring finger and their pinky. So they're having to write while holding this, and that again makes sure that just the 3 fingers are on the pencil or the crayon. I like this because it's smooth and it's cold, so if you have the sensory aspect of it, if they don't like that, you can use a clothespin, really anything that the child prefers. So those are just some tips. All of the students that are in preschool, whether they're staying in preschool or they're transitioning to young fives or they're transitioning to kindergarten, there's a progression with grasp. So it's something that's going to continue to be worked on. It's not necessarily we want them to have that tripod grasp right now, but I'm just sharing these strategies and tips with you so that you can use the same things that we're using in school at home, just so it's consistent. But it's not anything to worry about yet if your child does not have that dynamic tripod grasp. It's something that we're just going to continue to work on, and the more that you are consistent with it at home and we are consistent with it at school, we're going to see them develop those skills a little bit faster. So I hope this helps. Please let me know if there's anything you need. I'm going to post my email address. I'm working through the 12th. So email me if there's anything specific you would like for your child or questions that you have for over the summer, and I'd be happy to help. I really miss their little faces, and I just really hope that we get to see them in the fall. Take care, stay safe, and thanks again for all your support.